This highly acclaimed degree responds to the need for well-rounded management accounting and financial management specialists. The business world today needs leaders that can analyze and solve modern-day business challenges.
A master degree increases your specialization and improves your employability.
Do I think Masters in Management Accounting is doable? Yes, most definitely it's doable. I feel like anybody who has financial literacy background can really do it.
It's one thing to say you've got the aptitude, but when you've got a chartered qualification, it certainly changes the game and enables you to perform on a different level.
I will certainly recommend doing a Master's in Management Accountancy because it's a twofold approach. When you do your dissertation, you are becoming an expert on that topic you choose, which for me was strategic cost management, which I did not know a lot about beforehand. And on the other hand, you're really going to be an expert when it comes to financial management and management accounting, both based in strategy, which is extremely helpful in practice.
Bringing theory to practice, for me, that's what I've seen. And also people with postgraduate qualification are able to articulate business problems much better and able to put practical solutions in them.
For me, doing masters meant that I was doing something that I love. Because undergrad, I found this weird passion for financial accounting and management accounting. And I wanted to find out what is behind the scenes. Because I thought undergrad, you do the top. I want to start right at the bottom of where is it coming from and how can I apply it into my day-to-day life. Furthermore, I want to come back to academia one day, and Masters opens up a lot of opportunities for you. It's all about time management and doing a lot of research. And if you're willing to learn, then anything is possible to do.
Manager the department, the section within the company that was either responsible for good results, wanted to know what why did that happen. Okay. We make the Masters as practical as possible by focusing on real-life case studies and real businesses. It is not the usual textbook scenarios and calculations.
It's certainly doable, but with a lot of hard work. I had the goal of finishing it in 1 year, and you had to put in at least 20 hours a week, which accounts for at least 3 hours a day approximately, and you won't rest all of your weekends. I would advise anyone to do their assignments as soon as possible. When they receive it, it takes roughly 1 weekend to do an assignment diligently. So the first 2 weekends after your classes are for assignment 1 and assignment 2, and then you also get a break from your dissertation, which is quite helpful. The most exciting and valuable part was certainly the fact that it's not a theory-based course. It's based on scenarios of real entities like Nike or Lexus, and where we also focused on real entities when doing an investment decision or a risk register. So you don't just apply theory, you actually work on real-life entities, which is useful, and it really bridges the learning and the practical application in practice.
We also invite guest presenters, including finance professionals and specialists in the field of finance, management and accountancy. Students are also required to prepare assignments based on real-life businesses and case studies.
The assessments are done open book and electronically, because that is the way reports are done in practice. The topics included in Advanced Financial Management and Strategy are our finance decisions, which include investment, financing and dividend. Then we also cover topics like valuations and financial statement analysis and interpretation. And of course, some of my favorite topics, which are behavioral finance, where we incorporate psychology into our finance decisions. And lastly, one of the most important topics for today's accountants, namely risk management.
Topics presented in Advanced Management Accounting include enterprise strategy, corporate culture, digital strategy, and sustainability. These are topics accounting students on the undergrad level usually do not deal with in much detail. For example, in corporate culture, we focus on topics such as trust, change, and ethics.
The benefit I experienced from employing someone with a master's degree in management accounting is the ability that they've shown over and over of being a big picture thinker and having the ability to be forward-looking and understanding what is needed in our organization. What distinguishes a person with a postgraduate qualification is what it shows me that is not on paper. It shows me that they are focused, self-disciplined, and they are driven to understand more in the fields that they are, in their fields or careers that they are working towards.
Yeah, as an employer, having somebody with a master's in management accounting, I think it's beneficial because then that person would have gained more experience in terms of solving a problem from theoretical side to practical side. What I've seen in terms of the master's degree, the employees, such employee would have had more in-depth knowledge in terms of doing a research and solving a problem. And I think that is beneficial for an employer to have such an employee. And I think it opens the opportunities for that person. And also in terms of where we are in our space, for somebody to become a head, you need a master's degree. So that will help the person to have an opportunity for such roles.
The benefits of a master's in management accounting are largely seen firstly by the fact that the business that you support suddenly views your opinion in better light because you've demonstrated that you are a credible source. So I do find that in practice, a master's in any field does give you that heads up over your peers. The other real benefit that I've also observed is the level of contribution that the team members that have attained higher levels of learning bring. So their level of analysis, critical thinking really shows through in how they engage with data. So the reason I would recommend any student to pursue their honors or masters or even obtaining their CIMA qualification would largely be because it's so much broader than basic accounting. When you look at the contribution that you can bring to the business, and I'll give again an example with my own career trajectory. Having been the head of finance in different business units for over the last 14 years, I was able to venture out of finance totally into this business improvement space, purely because the qualification is broader than pure accounting, pure tax. But you start engaging on leadership, you start engaging on marketing and other facets of business that really allow you to play all out in whatever space you find yourself in. So the benefits of really pursuing a master's, certainly to improve yourself first and the contribution that you can bring to the world. And this even goes beyond the organization that you'll be working for in various other aspects of life where you engage, be it in religious settings, be it in community setups, or even engaging with educational institutions like yourselves. The benefit really pulls through.
The coursework Masters consists out of 3 modules: Advanced Management Accounting and Business Strategy, Advanced Financial Management and Strategy, and a mini dissertation. The lectures takes place once a month over the weekend.
To be considered for the program, you should have obtained an average of 60% for your honours degree. Alternatively, you should have passed a postgraduate diploma in accounting or have obtained a certificate in the theory of accounting. In addition, for the modules Financial Management and Management Accounting, you should have achieved a pass rate of 60%.
You can apply online on the Northwest University website.